In the satipatthana, eye seeing, is that part of the kaya?
While one is sitting and there is seeing, what can be the object of satipatthana? This is a question phase. While one is sitting, lying down, or doing something, what can chitta or what can sati be aware of with understanding of that object? What can be the object?
Like when you're sitting down, the body is touching.
Yes, but can there be the other object instead of body?
I don't know the answer.
Because you think about the word, about rupa, about seeing, so on. But the truth is that the rupa cannot experience anything at all. And at moment of seeing, the reality which arises and see has no rupa at all. It just arises to experience. So no matter why one is sitting, doing something, cooking and so on, can anything be object of awareness when there is understanding? But when there is no understanding, no condition to understand what is there, so sati cannot arise and be aware because of not understanding anything. But when we use the word satipatthana, it has to be with understanding. Without firm understanding, intellectual understanding about what is there as it is, it's impossible to say or to think that there is awareness or sammasati, direct awareness. It cannot be direct because no understanding of it. But when there is understanding enough, even while one is sitting, walking, what can be the object of understanding or of sati? This is the way to understand what we are talking about, each word. The object of sati and the sati itself, direct sati, sammasati, or just sati which is not direct yet to the object which is there. So, it's not just remember the word, but the truth of what is there, whether understanding is there or just thinking about the word. Kayanupassana satipatthana. Instead of thinking about the word, what about the understanding and the sati, which cannot arise without understanding, because it has to be directly aware of a reality with understanding arising together, to study the true nature of that object in order to understand better and better, clearer and clearer, that what is there as it is. So, it's the right considering about that very moment. What we have heard, Kayanupassana satipatthana, what it is about. It's not just understand the word, but what is meant by satipatthana. And we understand that there are nama and rupa, no one at all. If this is firmly understood, how can there be wrong understanding about the word? So at that moment of walking, sitting, what can be object of direct awareness or satipatthana? Not the word, but the understanding. Otherwise, it's not the understanding of reality or Dhamma. It's just remember the word the way it is, explained or by different aspects. But what about the understanding of what is meant by sati and satipatthana and the object of satipatthana, not just being able to name it, whether it is Kayanupassana satipatthana or what, but the truth is that when there is the understanding of the reality as a self, can that be conditioned for sati to arise? Just hearing there is sati, nama and rupa, which cannot experience. And when we take that from head to toe as body, what is the truth of it? To learn about the truth of what is there. Otherwise, there cannot be direct understanding or clear understanding of what is there, which has been heard before, see? About Kayanupassana satipatthana or sati or patthana. That's why just learn to understand the reality from the word that Buddha taught about what is there now as it is, until it can directly be aware of the truth, clearer and clearer and clearer, until it is the moment of directly experience the nature of it, not just the word about it. So the question is just to test how much understanding of the truth which has heard about nama and rupa. So at moment while one is sitting, walking, standing, what can be object of sammasati or direct awareness? Do we have to look at the book? Or just the understanding is there enough to understand? So now, one is sitting. There is the body, the rupa, and the nama. So at the moment of sitting right now, what can be object of direct understanding?
Just harness.
Really? And what else can be the object? Only hardness or what?
And the experience.
And what? Anything, not at will.
Seeing, hearing, yes.
This, what are you going to say?
So there's seeing and there's hearing as well at the moment of sitting.
The object of satipatthana, the hearing and the seeing right now while one is sitting. While one is sitting, can the seeing be the object of satipatthana or hearing right now? No matter why one sits or stands or what. What can be object of satipatthana?
So it can be anything.
Right, because they are anatta, even sati. No one can directly choose it, have it to arise and be aware of such and such object at will at all. Otherwise, there cannot be the understanding of the truth of all dhammas are anatta. So at moment when sati arises, it's not under anyone's control by conditions. It just arises, just like seeing right now. It arises, whatever appears has a reason by conditions. So the moment when sati is there, it has a reason by conditions. Not just try to be aware of rupa at kaya and think that I'm having kayanupassana satipatthana. It's not that. Understanding sati as anatta, as any object, as any reality. All realities are Dhamma. Everything, even Nibbana, is true, is real. So it is a Dhamma different from the conditioned realities arising and falling away. That's why we learn to understand the truth of what is there. And if one just think about different words, sati and satipatthana, but no understanding, of the difference between sati and satipatthana and seeing that one is now having kaya as the object. But is that sati? When there's no understanding or not enough understanding, the difference between sati at this moment, hearing, considering wisely to understand what is there as it is, at the moment when it's there. And what about one has heard before? To understand that which is now appearing. Otherwise it's useless. Why listen to the truth? Because it's there now, but not enough conditions to condition moment of understanding the truth of it. And without direct awareness, it's impossible to understand the nature of that which is there now. That's why, how can it appear as it is without understanding? It's impossible. And what level of understanding? Intellectual understanding is not direct understanding of just one characteristic of a reality. Because when they are together, they cannot appear well or clear at all. In order to understand clearly or clearer, there must be moment of directly beginning to understand the truth of that which is the object, whether it is that which experiences or that which cannot experience, no word at all. It's not thinking, but it's the beginning, patipatti, study, developing the understanding of the truth until the nature of that one, which is the object, appear clearly as vipassana jnana. But before that, there must be patipatti, satipatthana, and before that, there must be the understanding of reality as it is, stage by stage. And when there is awareness of vedana, of feeling right then, no matter one sits or stands, it doesn't matter. And it's not the moment of experiencing hardness or softness, which is taken from my body as before, but it's the moment of understanding, seeing. So, what would you say? While one is sitting, and then there is awareness of seeing, and there is moment of studying directly that reality which experiences, which sees. What would you say? What kind of satipatthana?